Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching this from. So, in the wake of the news, now that Paul Simpson is now done, and has left as well as Carlisle United manager. It's now to discuss who will be the next Carlisle manager. The odds have now came out. They have made they've made their said manager, Rob Elliott, the favourite 5-1, along with Pete Wild, the former Barrow manager, who's also joint favourite 5-1. Yeah, I wonder how that's gonna work with Pete Wild being ex-Barrow manager, of course, and switching to the dark side of Carlisle United. I wonder how that's gonna work. And what's interesting is, obviously, just now, Pete Wild's assistant at Barrow has left. Pete Wild's assistant at Barrow has left due to personal reasons, but I don't think it is personal reasons. For me, I think Pete Wild has already got a job somewhere. And the two clubs that are in question for Pete Wild is Blackpool and Carlisle and Carlisle. And look, would I take Pete Wild? I think people are just looking too much into Pete Wild using 5-1. Using 5-1, obviously in the Tombury derby. People are looking too much into that. He is a bit questionable in terms of aftermath interviews as well, Pete Wild. Obviously, with his, he can make excuses, which is what we don't want, because we've heard enough of Paul Simpson making excuses. Pete Wild's more of a child after when he uses a dame after the match. But the main thing is, at the end of the day, look at what Pete Wild's done at Barrow and Halifax. Overachieved with them two teams with small budgets as well. And obviously, you can say last season Pete Wild did bottle, his team did bottle, finishing in the playoffs, and probably even automatic. You could say, well, I think automatic was a bit too far for puss, anyways. But his team did bottle the playoffs last season on the final day, chopping out the playoff places. So it'd be interesting. It would be interesting if Pete Wild was to go to Carlisle United. It is going to cause some controversy as well. But for me, I'll take him. In a heartbeat. We need fresh tactics. That's what we need. We need fresh tactics. Do I think Pete Wild's done to Carlisle? I actually don't think he is. I think he's done to Blackpool. I think Pete Wild thinks he's better than the U2 job. I think he's off to Blackpool. I think he's been into Blackpool for quite a while now, so I think Pete Wild will go to Blackpool. Rob Elliott, company cooking, top of the national league, what they said. Basically another Mike Williams from Chen, isn't he? Basically another Mike Williams from Chen as well. Played us up the park in pre-season as well. I think we can easily tap up Rob Elliott from they said. No disrespect to they said, but it all comes down to money. Let's be real now. It all comes down to money. Carlisle are going to have a bit of budget than they said as well. The only issue is he done a year they said already with them top of the league? Because to be fair, Mike Williamson left they said, didn't he, during that season. So it's not impossible. It's not impossible. It's happened to a lot of clubs. It's happened to Plymouth, where Wayne Law, who we'll talk about in a minute, who actually is in the odds for the job. He left Plymouth in a dub place. I think they were flying Plymouth as well. I think they were flying in League One, and he ended up leaving them, and there was a drop off after that. Then Stephen Schumacher came in, and he continued the work at Plymouth as well. So yeah, I think it can happen. I don't think Rob is impossible. I think they said fans won't like it though. They won't like it because it's dropping ship already. When they said they're probably overachieving in the National League already. So I would definitely take Bob Elliott as well. Definitely take him. He will play more offensive football, even though he plays the same formation as Paul Simpson. I do feel he is a better toss. Well, it's definitely a better toss now, Bob Elliott and Paul Simpson. And we need fresh tactics. That's the name of the game. We just need fresh tactics, and not just that. You just need to. You need a plan B as well. But on to the other candidates, Danny Cranes and Peter Murphy, two former Carlisle players, of course, two former Carlisle legends as well, and Carlisle greats as well. Not for me. Not for me. We need to move away from ex Carlisle, in my opinion. Danny Cranes, not experienced enough. I think it's currently assistant manager at Morecambe under Derek Adams. I would like the Danny Cranes to get some kind of experience somewhere first. Peter Murphy, he's getting experience somewhere, isn't he? Obviously at Annan. But for me, again, I just want to move away from the Carlisle, to be honest with you. I do want to move away from that. Onto the final candidate on this page is Ryan Law. Ryan Law, who's been at Preston, recently just got sacked by Championship side Preston after one game. He left for unknown reasons after just the opening game of the season. Did a good job at Preston, didn't they? I think he did a fantastic job at Preston. Did a fantastic job at Plymouth as well. And for me, is it going to happen? There's no excuses, though. There's no excuses. It all depends if Ryan Law wants the money. If he wants the money, I think we can get it done, because the Pirates, they're not short of money at the moment. We've got a massive budget at Carlisle United now. Ryan Law would be a statement. That would be the dream appointment for me. That would be the dream appointment. It'd be a statement appointment. It'd be a statement for the whole year too. To say, how the hell Carlisle done that? Is it going to happen? Probably not. Probably not going to happen. But yes, have you on to the next page of candidates. Ian Richardson is a huge shout. It's a massive shout, Ian Richardson, because Jordan Jones, Charlie White, who got now played under him at Wigan. He got out in League One with Wigan as well. Got them promoted. But he did struggle with Rotherham, didn't he? But you could say, though, that was in the Championship. Let's be real. Let's be real now. So he's another one I definitely wouldn't be against, in my opinion. Especially if he knows Jordan Jones and Charlie White as well. It's already worked under them. Brian Murphy could be an outside shout. People might take a punt on. Michael Appleton, not for me. No, not for me. Phil Parkinson from Altrincham. He's done a good job, hasn't he, at Altrincham, Phil Parkinson. Obviously, it's not the Phil Parkinson we're all thinking of, not the Western one. The squad mindset is a different Phil Parkinson. He's done an incredible job, in my opinion, at Altrincham. Again, would be a punt, though. It would be a punt. Mickey Mayon, not for me. I think he's found his level at Oldham. I think he's past that level now. Jamie Deffer, of course, again, ex-Carlisle player who's currently in 30 charge at Carlisle, who is currently in 30 charge because he is part of one of the Torsten staff, along with Mark Burts. But again, not for me. Alice Neil. Alice Neil's a bit of a hard one. It's not done well for him in recent jobs for me. But maybe that drop down in Leeds might help him. But it's a 50-50 with Alice Neil. Anthony Bowie, not for me. Darry Rowett. He's not a bad mindset, is he? He's not a bad mindset, Darry Rowett. But again, I feel he is becoming a bit of an old head now, Darry Rowett, where he has done a lot of jobs, hasn't he? So again, a bit like Alice Neil, 50-50. Mark Hughes, no chance. Dinosaur, one of the dinosaurs of football. Used to be Dud, Mark Hughes, didn't he? Used to be Dud manager, but we saw what happened at Podford. We bottled it. Then Swords, Nicky Butt, no chance. Stephen Wood, nope. Charlie Adam, no, for me. I still want to see Charlie Adam prove himself as a manager. He's doing all right at Fleetwood at the moment, but not for me. Richie Wellens, wow. Could be possible because he's not started the season off well, has he? He's not started the season off well at Yet Orient. I think they've lost all the games so far in League One this season at Yet Orient. Is it one of them now for Yet Orient where they feel to themselves we might need to move him on? The worry I've had with Richie Wellens though is I think he got quite lucky last season staying off League One. There were so many bad teams last season in League One. Knows how to get out in League Two, doesn't he? Richie Wellens. I won't mind him. Yeah, I wouldn't mind him at all. But there's a reason why he has left his jobs. That's what I will say. Darth Ainsworth, that is another one in your appointment for me. That would be the absolute dream, Darth Ainsworth. I know people take the myth out of his hairstyle and all that, but look at the job he did. Look at the job he did at Wickham. Incredible. Overachieved with Wickham as well. Massively overachieved with Wickham. Getting them in the championship. That was an overachievement. Getting them in the championship. Scott Yenzi, again, wouldn't mind him. Wouldn't mind him at all. Look what he did at Quarry. Quarry weren't expected to be promoted. Of course, Quarry did have money behind him because of the Vladimir United ownership. But again, I would still want to see what he does in League One, Stock Yenzi, because we need a manager who's going to get us out in League Two and also keep us up in League One, because the size of our club, we are a League One club for me. So I'll still want to see what Stock Yenzi does in League One with Quarry. Timmy Floyd Hasselband, nope. Andrew Quatts, nope. Damien Duff, he's doing well. I think he's trying to prove himself in the Irish League, but not for me. I still want Damien Duff to try and get an EFL job to see what he can do. And the final list of candidates in terms of the odds, David Healy, nope. Dean Holden, nope. Frank Lampard, absolutely not. But you just never know with Frank Lampard. He may do well in the lower leagues, to be fair. But absolutely not. John O'Shea, absolutely not. Stephen Pradley, absolutely. Stephen Pradley, no. And the former Carlisle manager from 1999, Nigel Pearson, of course, who was the manager of that 20 stay for Carlisle United when Jimmy Cass, the goalkeeper, stored the goal to keep us up. Nigel Pearson is a live one. He is a live one. I just don't think it would be good for the dressing room. to have Nigel Pearson. I think he'll fall out with a lot of players, a bit like John Sheridan when we had John Sheridan at Carlisle United. I love them managers, I do. I absolutely love them managers who are no nonsense, But then I think Nigel Pearson is past his time now, hasn't he? He's past his time. He did a good job at Bristol City until he had to be removed from the job. That's that. I wouldn't be against Nigel Pearson. I wouldn't be against him because he is a proper high one. He will kick the players up the backside if they're not performing. But again, is it just going to be that dinosaur football, unfortunately, again? That dinosaur football of hoopball. I think we need to play more progressive football. I think we need a London manager as well. And I think Nigel Pearson past his time. And I don't think Nigel Pearson, he still has that bit of an ego about him that he will never drop down to League 1 or League 2, in my opinion. Yes, I know he managed Carlisle. Obviously. Back then it was the lowest division, lowest football league division, but he's past his time for me. He has passed his time, Nigel Pearson. So in the end, probably not. But yeah, in terms of my choices, then the ones I'll go for is Rob Elliott, Pete Wild. I would take them. I would definitely take them. I would take Wayne York, but I think Pete Wild is definitely done to Blackpool for me. Wayne York. By the way, the Pieter family, they are on Twitter, so I do think they won't go for Pete Wild because of some Carlisle fans competing against it. But it's interesting, isn't it, that the Pieter family are on Twitter. Not all of them are, but obviously some of them are. And they would have seen the tweet after full time, and that made the Paul Simpson decision, in my opinion. But yeah, definitely Rob Elliott, Wayne York, definitely take them. So that's two choices I'll definitely take. I'll take Ian Richardson. That's three choices. I'm a bit unsure on Alex Neil, so we'll leave that one out. Unsure on Darry Warwick as well. So 3 managers so far. Dalvin Ainsworth, 4 for me. Again, I'm unsure on Richie Wellens, but again, I'm not against it. I am actually not that against it, to be honest with you. But I'm still with 4 choices. Wayne York, Dalvin Ainsworth, and Ian Richardson. So they're the 4 choices. Yeah, they're the 4 choices I'll choose from that, yes, for me. And the final alternative shows that are not on this yet, the Pieter family do seem to have a strong bond with the Bournemouth owner. And I think they may be done to the Bournemouth owner for football advice. In terms, because you look at Bournemouth, they appointed Ariola, which was a roll the dice appointment, wasn't it? It was a roll the dice appointment, and it's worked out for them. It has worked out for them as well. So I wouldn't be shocked. I have said in my community post, don't be shocked to see a roll the dice appointment, an appointment that is probably a bit like who's he, someone who's probably maybe abroad as well. Maybe same with what Newport have done with Nelson Jardim. I would not be shocked if Carlisle made that appointment, but any appointment would not shock me with Carlisle. Any appointment wouldn't shock me. It wouldn't even shock me if Pete Wild was appointed. Honestly, this wouldn't shock me at all. It wouldn't shock me with Bob Elliott, Wayne York, with the owners ambition. And it wouldn't shock me with the roll the dice appointment. It wouldn't shock me with names that we haven't mentioned either. So That's my thoughts on who will be the next Carlisle United manager. It's hard to predict who it will be, because I can't predict who will be the next Carlisle manager, but I just want to go through the candidates. And feel free to leave your thoughts down below in the comments. Who do you think will be the next Carlisle United manager? Feel free to get your suggestions down below in the comments, and your thoughts down below in the comments. Take care, stay safe. So the Bradford versus Carlisle preview will be a bit delayed due to obviously the ongoing recruitment to try and appoint a new manager. So once we get a new manager in, that's when we will do the Bradford versus Carlisle match preview, because I do not believe we're going to have Mark Burts, Jamie Deffer, taking charge for the Bradford game. I just think the owners are already going to be straight on it to appoint a manager before that game, and make that manager his first game as well. So, anyways, feel free to leave your thoughts down below in the comments. Who do you think will be next Carlisle United manager? I never thought I would see the day, to be honest. Never thought I would see the day. But we are here now. We are here. And let's see who will be the next man to take over at Carlisle United. Feel free to leave your thoughts down below. Take care. And who will be the next Carlisle United